All right, what's going on, Harlem Lacrosse? My name is Cam. I am the strength and conditioning coach at Training House as well as at Loyola University for their lacrosse team. So I'm going to be taking over and giving you guys your workout Wednesdays for the remainder of this quarantine, so we can keep moving, keep getting in shape, and getting ready for lacrosse once we're allowed to get back out there, all right? So for our first day today, what we're gonna do, we're gonna call this a testing day. And when I say testing, I don't need you to send me your scores. I don't need you to compare with each other. You can if you want, but this is mainly for you. So we do a testing day at the very beginning, and then we do a testing day at the end. And this is just for you to see how you've improved over those weeks, for me to make sure my workouts are working, for you to see improvement. So like I said, when I say test, not comparing to each other, write these numbers down and see how you do from the beginning to the end of these workouts, all right? So for our first test, what we're gonna do is gonna be a broad jump, all right? So for this, you're gonna need to measure it. If you have a tape measure, that's great. If not, use anything like a broom, a stick, the length of a table, just so you can see, okay, I started and I jumped 1 broom length the first time, and then a couple months from now, I jumped a broom length and a half. All right, so for this broad jump, what I want you to do, I want you to stand up nice and tall, hands up, knees extended, ankle extended, coming down and exploding. All in one movement. You're gonna stick the landing, all right? And then that distance is going to be your measurement for your broad jump test, all right? So go in inches there, and make sure you write that down. Your next test, what I want you to do, you guys are gonna get 3 attempts at that first one. So 3 broad jump attempts, you're going to write down your best attempt, all right? Then between each test, I'm gonna have you rest about 2 or 3 minutes, and our next test is going to be our push-up test. So for our push-ups, what I want you guys to do, if you can do 5 push-ups, at least 5 push-ups in that regular form, on your feet and your hands, perfect, we're gonna do it that way. If you can't do 5 push-ups, I'm going to have you drop down to your knees and do kneeling push-ups, all right? So what we're looking for, we're gonna have your hands right under your shoulders. All right, you're gonna be going all the way down, keeping those elbows nice and tight. Coming right up, that's 1. If you can't do 5 there, you're gonna cross your ankles over, drop down to your knees, and do your push-ups from there, all right? Like I said, these numbers are just for you. So write that down, see how many you get that first time, all right? Make sure you're going all the way down and then all the way up for that to count. Rest a few minutes, all right? So we're gonna do max push-ups there without breaking. Then after that, what we're gonna do is a wall sit test. So you're gonna find a wall, any wall will work. You're gonna drop down into your wall sit, making sure your legs are parallel. There's 90 degrees here, so you don't wanna be up too high, you don't wanna be down too low. And you're gonna hold this for as long as you can, all right? So, holding that as long as you can. Once you start to either be too high or you start to drop down too low, that's the end. Use a phone, use a watch, anything to time that. Your time is going to be your score for that one, okay? Next up, we're going to do our plank test. So same exact concept, except we're going to be doing a plank hold. So on our planks, I'll demonstrate in a second, you're gonna have your elbows right under your shoulders, all right? Body in a perfectly straight line, bracing that core as tight as you can. So when we do that, if you start to stick your butt up in the air or you start to drop down lower, that's the end of your test, all right? When I say this, I'm not saying this just to kind of keep you guys, to a uniform standard, but it's also to kind of ingrain that good form, and I don't want anybody getting hurt, all right? So once your form starts to go, that's it. That'll be your score for that test. So in the plank, like I said, elbows under your shoulders, body in a nice straight line, core tight. All right, you're holding here for as long as you can. And our final test, everybody's favorite exercise. We're going to do a max burpee test in 2 minutes. Obviously, for cardio, we'd like to do some sort of, running, jump roping, things like that, but we're limited on equipment with what we've got here during this stay-at-home order, so you can do burpees anywhere. It's one great exercise. You don't need any equipment for it. So you're gonna set a running clock for 2 minutes, okay? And in that 2 minutes, you want to go as many burpees as you can. So for our burpees, we're not gonna do a push-up. We're starting nice and tall. You're dropping down, kicking those legs back, kicking them back in, jumping at the top, all right? So when you're doing those, my suggestion is I want you guys to go to a pace that you can keep the whole time. I don't want you to, you have 2 whole minutes. I don't want you to go 10 burpees as fast as you can in those first 30 seconds, then you have to stand around and rest. I want you to try to find a pace you can keep for that entire 2 minutes. See however many burpees you can get, and then we'll roll from there. So enjoy this little test. All right, after this, the workouts are going to be amped up a little bit. We just gotta find a baseline, see where we're all at. So have fun with this and do your best. Feel free, if you want, to talk among each other, do the test together, push each other, and let me know how you did if you are inclined. Tag me on Instagram. My handle is @CoachCamSetzer, and tag Training House Gym as well, which is @TrainingHouseGym. I look forward to working with you guys, and good luck.